The Sudan Rapid Reaction Force said that units of the country's regular army attacked its base in Khartoum. Today, the Rapid Reaction Force was taken by surprise by a large group of armed forces who entered the force's headquarters at the Soba military camp in Khartoum. They besieged the forces there and then attacked them with all kinds of heavy and light weapons. The command said in a statement, "The sounds of fighting can be heard outside the Rapid Reaction Force military camp in the Sudanese capital of Khartoum. The bridge between Khartoum and the city of Omdurman across the river is blocked. Transport has also been halted. Khartoum International Airport has also canceled all flights." Orpheusio noted that it has contacted international mediators for the situation in Sudan, as well as influential local politicians. Some Arab TV channels as well as Sudanese social media on Thursday circulated footage of the arrival of convoys of RF military vehicles in Khartoum amid escalation between them and the Sudanese regular army. But according to informed sources, reports of additional forces being brought in by the RAF are untrue. On Thursday night, the Sudanese army issued a harsh statement, noting that the deployment of the Rapid Reaction Force in Khartoum and some other cities is illegal and took place without the agreement and coordination with the armed forces. The reason for the army's statement, according to media reports, was the sudden deployment of RF units near the airport of the city of Merowe in the north of the country. The television channel Al Arabiya also previously reported, citing sources, that the Sudanese army is also stationing units in Merowe in case of insecurity. According to its sources, the Sudanese armed forces have given the RAF a certain amount of time to leave the city. For its part, the Rapid Reaction Force itself has said that its presence in Maraf is part of its tasks and responsibilities. Sudan's leading opposition movement, Forces for Freedom and Change, last week reported a new postponement of the signing of the final political agreement to establish a transitional civilian authority in the country due to a lack of consensus among the military party. According to Sudanese media, the reason for postponing the signing of the political agreement was the conflict between the Sudanese army, led by the head of the country's sovereign council, Abdel Fattah Burhan, and the paramilitary forces, the RURF, headed by Burhan's deputy on the sovereign council, Mohamed Daglo. There is disagreement between the commander of Sudan's armed forces and the head of the RAF, which before the ouster of former president Omar al-Bashir reported personally to the head of state over the issue of integrating the forces into the army. This point is one of the most contentious in the agreement discussed by the parties. In December 2022, the Sudanese military and opposition movements signed a political framework agreement providing for the establishment of a transitional civilian authority in the country. The document provides for the appointment of a prime minister, the adoption of an interim constitution, and a subsequent 2-year transition period followed by general elections. The head of Sudan's Sovereign Council, Abdel Fattah Burhan, following the signing of the agreement with the opposition, stated that the military would not participate in the political life of the country.